We are live. This is the Reseller Wake Up episode 185. It's a Monday morning. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody? It's a weekend. Any craziness going on? Anything that needs to be bragged about, talked about, complained about?
I was in this awesome hangout this weekend with like this guy, and we were up till like 4 in the morning, and then he passed out in that chair right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
I tried to get in that hangout, I couldn't get in.
Oh,
and then when I could get in, then I saw somebody that was, and then I said, no, I don't want to get in. Never mind.
And then I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't get in.
Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah,
I'll just sit here by myself and talk to Dana. That's what I did.
So, how was the picking this weekend? Anybody go do anything? Find anything cool?
I went shopping.
You did? What'd you get?
I got those. I posted it in my group, but I got these DVD. Oh, did I freeze?
Nope.
I got these DVD. Well, it freezes on my side.
Oh,
like,
you're good.
They're body pump and body step instructor DVDs. You can kind of tell on the shelf, like really easy to spot because they're just numbers.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of marketing and.
Yeah, because they're for the instructors to create their classes. So, they're lay mills, you know, LESMILLS, lay mills. But they're like $75 a piece. Used.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, it's got this lady's name written inside, and I'm like, I need to look her up and see if she has more.
Yeah, and then she'd be like, oh, though, thanks for calling me. Those were stolen out of my car.
Yeah, I've got a whole storage unit full of those things. I mean, seriously, if you can just come down here and pick them up, you can have them.
Yeah. Save
And
me a trip to do. And then I picked up this Between the Lions season pack or whatever, and they're like $70. I was doing good on media yesterday. And these boots. Look at these Nikes.
Oh, wow, those are sweet.
Yeah, I know, but they don't sell for as much as I want them to.
What size are they?
There are a 8.
Oh, they're too big for me.
Yeah. But I thought they were awesome. I thought they would sell for more money than they do. They don't. They sell for like $40.
Yeah, that's too bad. So Hunter's in the house. We got Joni Kramer, Desert Rose. Yeah, Rosalie's the one that made my banner when I first started the show. What's up, Rose? It's amazing how many people are still around watching this after freaking years.
They got nothing else to do. We figured them out.
Yeah, we got them locked in.
They're the ones in the mental institution.
Kind of busy.
What's up, Jake?
What's going on?
Not much. How's the weekend going for you?
Pretty good. I sold that Nerf gun lot. Now I have the unfortunate task of actually boxing it up and shipping it.
That's why I haven't listed my Nerf gun. I've got one of those big ones with the ammo thing, the ammo belt.
Yeah,
And I won't even list it because I'm like, I don't want to ship it.
I got
What is it, the CS6?
the what?
CS6? Is that what you got, Deb?
Me? No, I have this one.
The Vulcan.
Oh, the Vulcan.
The Vulcan.
Yeah.
I actually paid retail price for a Nerf gun this weekend.
Oh, shame.
I know.
Shame to you.
My birthday present. It was so horrible.
Like a
There
crime.
should be a whole nother show, Who Bought Retail.
I bought a Nerf gun retail recently, like 3 weeks ago. 2 of them.
Really?
Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've bought a Nerf gun. I don't know if I've ever bought a Nerf gun retail.
I never have, for sure. I don't buy anything hardly ever retail. I'm way too cheap for all that. Even before I started reselling, I never did.
Yeah, even before I started reselling, I kind of did the same thing. I did a lot of thrifting and stuff, but I bought a lot of stuff retail too. And then I started realizing once I started selling, it's like, why would I pay $30 for a pair?
I think underwear is about the only thing I pay full price retail for.
Oh no, you can get them at the thrift shop, man.
Yeah, you can get those at
They're
the
only gently
I draw the
used.
line. Anything that touches my personal business, that's like draw the line. And
Yeah.
socks. I mean, if I had to,
Get condoms.
if I was what?
I don't think I've ever seen condoms at a thrift store. But
I don't think I have either.
now that
I don't think I have either.
no.
I'd be very leery though.
Hey, that's awesome though. If you're buying condoms at a thrift store, that means you know you can't afford children.
Yeah, I don't know. Yard sale hunter. It's like, yeah, he always goes to stores to look for that stuff that he wants, and then he buys it online cheaper. Yeah, that's the smart way to do it these days. Like, one of the nice things about breaking out your phone and just scanning stuff in the store now, all the people that are interested always come up and they're like, are you just checking prices online or whatever, comparing prices? I'm like, yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Well, we'll do that a lot if we're in like Walmart or wherever, Publix or wherever we're grocery shopping, and my wife will be like, ooh, oh, this sounds really good. I wonder if it's any good. I'll scan it with the Amazon app just to read the reviews and see if it's any good.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll also compare the price with Amazon, and then if it's like a $20 thing on the shelf and it's $10 on Amazon, I'll just order it right there on the spot.
Goodbye, have a great day at school. Let's hope your computer's still here when you get home.
Yelling.
Sorry, I had to handle something.
Has anybody used like the Shop Savvy app, the one that it searches online, so it'll tell you Amazon and eBay and all those, but then it also searches locally and it'll tell you like your stores, Best Buy, Target, Walmart prices.
I've heard of it. I think I tested it out for a while. There was something, I don't know if I didn't like it or if I just didn't.
You'll get tired of it if you forget to turn the notifications off.
That may be.
It'll be like such and such is on sale, and you're like, shut up! I didn't even want that.
Yeah.
No.
It looks like Amazon's emails.
Yeah, it's a notification on your phone.
It's like Amazon's always trying to sell me all the stuff that I have listed.
Speaking of which, I know it's come up in a couple groups. Has anybody else I don't know if it's since the last iOS update or since eBay changed the stupid app where I hate it now. But is anybody else getting like no cha-chings or double cha-chings or like all kinds of like, oh my god, I just sold a whole bunch of stuff, and then you get on it and you look, it's like, wow.
I'm not getting any, but I have not updated my iOS either, so it's got to be through the app.
Yeah, I always go crazy. Like my phone, it'll be like ching 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 or something like that whenever I get a sale. It's like, okay, yeah, that must.
Oh, they took away our notifications. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really.
Because you used to be able to turn it off if, like, the selling notifications was split up, and you could get notifications of the item, if the auction ended, if it got paid for, if it got sold, if it got whatever. And now it doesn't have. It's all grouped together.
Right.
Oh no! Yeah, no. Never mind. False alarm. False alarm. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, you guys ever get cha-chings for the same item over and over? That happens to me every once in a while.
I hate that when you sell something and then you get a message, and then it cha-chings and messages, and then cha-chings again, and then I'm like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just don't really pay attention too much anymore. Just let it go, let it go.
I don't know why, with every update they've done, they've given us less and less control.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the new app. It's a little frustrating, like trying to find sold items and stuff like that.
Bad relationship.
Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, the only thing that I use the app for really anymore is when I'm in my shop and starting to when I'm doing listings. I don't like having my computer there because all I've got is Wi-Fi, or not Wi-Fi, freaking cell phone internet, and I don't want to. I'm just afraid to run my phone as a hotspot because it sucks up bandwidth so much, and I'm on Ting, so I've got to pay for bandwidth as I use it. But yeah, I'll just take pictures on my phone and start the listing and just put a quick title in, and then once the pictures are all there, I'll go home and finish the listing. But I've been having no luck whatsoever. Like this HTC One takes the worst product photos ever. Totally.
You should really read reviews before you buy phones from people.
I know, right? I mean, this chick sold it to me, and I thought I was getting a good deal, but man, it's been nothing but problems.
Yeah, you should figure out what you're buying before you do. That's, you know.
I know. Well, I mean, she told me. She was like, man, this is one of the most awesome phones ever. I mean, if you don't have an
I never even turned it on. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you guys don't remember, Deb sold me that phone like 6 months ago.
And he was very happy with it. I didn't, hey, look, I ain't HTC. I just sold what he asked for. That's it.
Yeah.
That's like people on eBay. Wasn't what I expected. Well, I'm sorry. You should have did your research.
But I am a big review reader, though. But I always go like Amazon and I read the 1-star reviews first, which half those people are like nutso, probably are never happy with anything in their life. But you know, to at least look at the negative with products. You know, what are people saying? And then I usually work my way up to 2-star and 3-star, and they're a little more reasonable. But half the time it's like, you know, people that just couldn't figure
You
out.
ever get, like, you read the reviews and they all say that it sucks, and then all the reviews say that the other reviews are right, you know, that it sucks, but then you're like, I'm going to roll the dice and do it anyway.
It depends.
I'm gonna get the good one.
If I'm staring at it in the store and I'm like, I want to buy this, and then I check the reviews on it and they're horrible, and I'm like, these reviews don't make sense. I can see it. I'm looking at it. There's no way that the negative is true. Like somebody was just being an ass. But
That's like all I've ever heard for years was don't buy stuff from Amazon warehouse deals. It's all going to be broken, blah, blah, blah. My lighting kit came from them, and it was advertised as, like, very good. And it got here, and it was brand new in the box. I mean, there was brand new in the carry bag. There wasn't any sign that it had ever been used. And, like, we've ordered other stuff from warehouse deals. And so maybe I've just gotten really, really lucky.
My chair came from warehouse deals. It was new. It just had a corner of the box that had gotten crushed.
It didn't have a back on it.
No. The corner of the box had, like, a little corner that, you know, it was crushed.
Our modem came from there, and it was brand new in the box.
yeah, I bought an SD Wi-Fi card, like one of the ones we were talking about like a month ago. Everybody was like, oh, these are awesome. You got to get one. It didn't work when it showed up. That was the only warehouse deal I bought. And then I bought a new one.
What do you mean it didn't work?
Like it didn't work. I tried to plug it in, and the card worked, but the Wi-Fi didn't work. And then I bought a brand new one and set it up.
Hooked it up to the network?
Yes.
Oh.
You know what you're doing is what she's trying to ask.
When I bought the brand new one, after I returned the broken one, it worked fine.
And you know the sad thing is warehouse deals stuck that right back in stock and put it back in there as used like new.
Yep. You know they did. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's an example of, like, you know, you always hear people saying, oh, don't do this, or oh, don't buy it, and you don't listen. And, like, I've been pretty fortunate in it that it's been the reverse. But, like, we bought puppy pads, you know, the little puppy training pads, and it was, like, damaged box. I was like, who really cares about the box on a box of 100 puppy training pads?
Right.
Maybe, like, $3 off the normal $19.99 or whatever.
Right.
Right on, right on.
Is that your new favorite saying?
Right on, right on. I do it all the time to make fun of a certain someone, and now I've kind of gotten the habit of doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely.
Don't be talking about me. Is that a text message?
No, it's I got my wife on the porch talking on the phone saying, you know, he needs to go, and now she's changing her mind, and my son's like doing the, please, just let me do my homeschool from home today. Because, you know, they go to the homeschool thing. They don't have to go. They can actually work from home.
It's not even homeschool. It's
But
away from homeschool.
Because he's the one I have more, like, my daughter wants to go every day, and she'd go if she was sick, and with him it's more like I'm trying to build discipline in him because he's still a little younger and build good habits for later life so he doesn't turn out like me. Have to, like, what do you do for a living? I sell junk from their store.
Yeah.
Or, as one guy calls me, oh, you're a shit flipper. And I was like, well, whatever you want to call it, I don't really care. You know what? You go to work every day 9 to 5, and I don't. So there you go.
Golly, that's awful. You need to put that on your business card. Flipper. You're like, do you work at Burger King, or what are you doing? What's the
Sorry, guys.
So my helper had his going away party yesterday. I didn't go because it was too far away, but he had his going away party yesterday, so I'm not going to have a helper anymore.
Yeah, my helper is working 2 days a week now, like Tuesday and Thursday, for like 4 or 5 hours. It's not very much, but
Yeah, that's what I was having him do. He wasn't working that many.
it's awesome because he's getting done all the stuff that I keep telling myself I need to get done, but I just don't feel like doing. So yeah.
So, Deb, wherever he's moving to, do you know any resellers there that you can like hook him up with where he'll have part-time gigs since he already knows what he's doing?
Moving to San Francisco.
Jeff, is that where Jeff Davidson lives? No,
Guys,
he's
San Diego.
that's the other Sam. Is
San Diego.
that close?
I think Frank Torres is the only one I know from San Francisco. The be in the chat a lot.
I think that's where Square lives. From that used to be on the Pickers Church, Square Deal guy. He moved from one of the Sand something to the other Sand something.
Huh. Okay.
That's a pretty marketable though. If you knew how to do that, I mean, I would think if you could move to a new town, even if you didn't have a job, and be like, hey, I know how to list stuff on eBay. I would think you could pretty much find a job. You know,
But every eBayer out there is going to look at you and go, then why don't you just do it yourself?
He
Right.
didn't want to do it. He had, like, my helper had no interest whatsoever. Like, I even told him, I was like, hey, you know, at least when you leave here, like, you'll have a skill, you know, like, you can make a little money, you know, on the side or whatever. He had no interest whatsoever. He's like, no, that's okay. I'm cool with it. He just wanted to get paid by the hour. He didn't care. He didn't.
That's how the guy that's working for me is. And I mean, he's a sharp dude. He's might be helping me with a website. He's like an IT guy and he's in between jobs. So I'm sure he's going to get another job soon and he'll be gone again and I'll have to find somebody else. But I've already got like 2 or 3 other guys lined up that are ready to start whenever I feel like it. My boy Jason came through.
Yeah, so don't make the assumption that everybody is just going to, like, start working for you and you're training them and they're just going to run off into
They're not gonna steal
Amazon, eBay, you know, happy place. I'm like, yay, screw you. He didn't want to know. Like, because I taught him how to list things, like, through Inventory Lab. I taught him how to scan and, like, what to look up at the store. Like, essentially, he could go out today and scan things and list them and send them in. He knows how to do all of those things. Don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm just basically using him right now for inventorying all the fishing gear that I've got because I have a lot of people that seemed interested until I basically like tried to explain what was there and everybody wanted to know exactly what was there because they didn't want to make a drive or, you know, waste their time or whatever. And it's like, I'm not going to sit there and do like an in-depth inventory of the entire shop down there and then like not sell the stuff myself if I know exactly what I got, you know. So, but he's doing it, and I don't know. I did the math. If it takes him, you know, like 20 or 30 hours to do it, and I'm paying him $10 an hour, and I managed to get like 3 or 4 grand for everything, then totally worth my time. Hey, Frank Torres is in the chat. So on the repricers, you all talk about, can you select specific items that you want it to work with, or does it automatically work on all items that you have listed? That was Mike Wallace posted that in the chat. You can do it item by item. There are certain things that you can change in bulk. The one that we use, we've been using Be Cool, most of us. I know Deb started using it, and Michael was the one that told us about it. John's using it, and yeah, so you can do a lot of this stuff in bulk, but it's only 200 items at a time. That's like the most you can do at once. You can't just do everything in your inventory. And then, yeah, you can change like the cost. You can set the cost at a certain, like at a fixed price, or you can set it at like a certain percentage of your price that you're trying to sell it for. And then you can change the repricing rules around. You can make it like get really aggressive with the pricing to go after the buy box. You can make it work on, or you can make it try and get the most amount possible and maximize your profit. You can change it to certain parameters, you know, like plus or minus a certain percentage of your original price, or Can you do a percentage of your cost? That's what we were asking them about, right?
No, you can only do a percentage of
The original price that you.
Your price plus shipping or something. I just wanted it to do profit percent. Like what my price is, I want this much profit.
What I did was I just went in and individually on every item, I just clicked on. There's a little button, like a calculator, that comes up that tells you how much Amazon's fees are, and then the minimum price and the maximum price that it'll reprice it to, and you can set your range. And I just made it so that I was like, I would make at least $1 on everything, and it'll never get that low unless there's a race to the bottom. If there is, then it'll just stop. And then if somebody else's repricer is being more aggressive, they'll sell out, and then it'll go back up to the price.
I did mine differently. I set mine up. I bulk did the maximum price, and then I went through and individually did the minimum prices at about half of what my original profit was going to be. Like I did my minimum profit at like half because I was like, well, I don't want to underprice it, you know. So I just if my profit was going to be $15, then I put my minimum profit at like $7.
Yeah, well, when I first started, I mean, I went through and the first day that I set it up, I went in, I downloaded my inventory to the app, clicked first 200 listings, and then I mean, it was all kind of stale inventory, and the stuff that wasn't stale, like I knew that I would. I mean, my average price per item is about $5. My average, my average cost is about $5. My average price is about $30. So there's nothing. When I looked at the rules, it was like you could make it or set the price to half of your price, or like the lowest price it'll reprice to. So when I did that, then I wasn't losing money on anything except stuff that was so old that I didn't care about it, and it was like little $6 and $5 books that I paid nothing for anyway, you know. And
I have a lot of media over there now, and you know, the pricing on media is what, $12.95, $14.95. I mean, it's not that much, and the price that I pay for all the media is anywhere from $3 to $4. So if I did your method, I don't make any money.
Well,
so I went in and redid everything and was like, okay, well, I just like a minimum of $3, which is generally like that's the minimum I want on any kind of DVD or CD or whatever. It's $3 because the effort is so small, you know, to do media. I can go out, like yesterday I was there and I scanned stuff for half an hour and I got 20 some odd things of media, you know, and it's nothing to package them and send them in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the last shipment that I did was almost 100% video games, and I mean, it was 120 items, and it all fit in a box about that big. It was like over $3,000 in inventory. So, yeah, I like media for that reason, for sure. But, you know, stuff like that, you know, Guitar Hero guitars, it's so good too. So you gotta throw that stuff up there every once in a while. But is Ronnie in the chat? I must have missed it. It's moving pretty fast today.
He's
So if you guys have a question,
he's way up there and said if anybody wanted to hire him as a helper.
Well.
Yeah, we'll take Ronnie. If you have any questions or anything for anybody on the panel, Sarah, Deb, whatever, you can just type it in the chat and we'll catch it if we can. Just make sure you type in big letters before it, question, you know, in all caps, so that we know that you're looking to. You got a question for us. I'm not looking forward to it getting cold. One of the problems with I've been having issues with my car lately, and you know, I got rear-ended and haven't even gotten it fixed yet. Like, they just sent me the estimate and everything, and they're like, all right, you can take it to a body shop now. And I took it to 2 different body shops, and they're both like, oh yeah, well, we can bring it, or is it drivable? All right, we'll bring it in like a month and a half and look at it then, because we're booked. It's like, really? So now I got to sit here and call all over the place. But meanwhile, like right at the end of winter last year, my heater went out. So that includes my defroster. So now I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because Don't like driving that thing when it starts to get a little cold.
They make these little things, as cheesy as it sounds, they're like Walmart or wherever, that plug into your cigarette lighter, and it's like a dash defroster. And it's just a little blower thing. Look at go to like Advance or AutoZone or one of those type places, and they usually have, or truck stops will have them, and they're just little. Because I had a little Honda CRX that I drove for years because it got 45 miles a gallon that had like no heat or air, and I would use that in the wintertime. And that car was so small, like I would start it in the morning, let it run for 5 minutes, and it would just totally defrost everything. Just a little box thing. It's like a heater blower.
I am gonna pick one of those up today. Thank you. Because at the end of April, I mean, this was
check Amazon too. Hang on.
I was thinking private label opportunity. That can't be something that there's a million of out there. But no, at the end of April, I was at a buddy's house, and it started snowing, which made no sense. I mean, it never snows that late here. And, I mean, I ended up driving home from the other end of town at 1 o'clock in the morning, and the defroster had just gone out. Like, it just wouldn't work. And I had to stop every 5 minutes to, like, wipe the inside of my windshield down and everything. It's like, okay, this is scary.
Does your air works, though?
Yeah, the AC works.
It just doesn't get hot, or it just doesn't blow up that direction?
The heater just doesn't work.
It could be your, what kind of car?
It's an 04 Buick Rainier. I'm ready to get rid of the things.
Well, it could be your thermostat. Sometimes the thermostat, some cars have a fail-safe to where when the thermostat goes out, they'll stick in the open position. So what happens is when the thermostat fails, and that's like a $13 part. On most cars, it's easy to get to. It sticks in the open position, so your coolant is constantly cooling off, whereas to make your heater work, what it normally does is shuts the thermostat so it just circulates in the engine. The coolant gets hotter, and that produces hot air. Does that make sense?
It's funny you mentioned that because my engine light's on, and the thermostat is the issue, and I just haven't gotten it.
Seriously, replaced. And on a lot of cars, it's usually on like your upper radiator hose. It's like something even I can do.
But you do have to flush the entire radiator to do it, right?
That's
the only reason I haven't.
No.
You don't have to flush the radiator to do your thermostat?
Usually,
nope, you just replace it.
Oh.
Most cars, anyways.
Well, I mean, if it's on the top radiator hose where you can get to it and save all your coolant, but most shops will, save the coolant for you and stick it back in there or whatever. But
yeah, well, they told me it was going to be like $300.
Wow, is that a dealer?
No, there was a shop. I mean, they actually had just redone my suspension and everything, and they fixed a bunch of stuff that they were really reasonable on all the repairs that they did. But then they told me that they could do my thermostat, and I was like, how much? No.
I'll find a different shop.
Yeah.
I mean, unless your car is just really weird where it's in a weird place to get to.
That's got to be what it is.
Normally it's an upper radiator hose where it comes out of the block, and it's fairly easy to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like in Florida, whenever it's summertime, I'd usually pull mine. I'd take the thermostat completely out.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, last time I went to get my oil changed, they said they heard a knock in the transmission, so at that point I was like, yep, we're getting rid of this thing as soon as possible. So I'm just looking for cheap fixes to keep it on the road until find a reason to get rid of it. But I mean, it's not a bad car, and it completely fits my needs perfectly. I just don't want to be stranded somewhere. Always a little worried about that happening, reverse goes out or something.
I had a Pathfinder I bought from one of the wholesale auto auctions. I had a buddy that had a dealer's license a few years ago until we went, and awesome Pathfinder. And they do the ride and drive. This one actually had a ride and drive warranty, which meant after you bid on it and paid for it, you could drive it around the block and back. If you weren't happy, they didn't hold you to your bid. Never dawned on me to put it in reverse. So, yeah. And then after I was like, hell yeah, man, this thing's awesome. And then but we drove it for about a month and a half with no reverse. And there was an occasion, like we get to a parking deck I think Tristan was pregnant with one of our kids at the time, and we got to like a parking deck at the hospital, and I forgot and pulled into the parking spot and the top. So I'm like, and here she's like 8 months pregnant. I'm like, one of us has got to get out and push it backward to get out of the spot.
Get out and do it, woman. That's no excuse. 8 months pregnant. Come on, you still.
Well, I found a little independent transmission shop, and they were like, yeah, $2,200 to rebuild it, and that includes your torque converter, blah, blah. And I was like, listen, I finally explained all that. At the time, I was like, we don't have any money, whatever. I got $1,200, and they agreed to do it for $1,200. They're like, okay, but don't ever tell anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And they totally rebuilt it for $1,200.
They rebuilt. You got your transmission rebuilt for $1,200.
Yeah, and they ended up doing another one. They did an exploder for me a few years later. I went back and reminded them, "Hey, you did that one for $1,200," and they're like, "Okay, well, I think it charged me $1,400 that time."
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be. I need to find a shop like that. No, I got the only cheap place that for like automotive stuff that I found is this tire shop, and like these guys hook me up every time. But every freaking auto shop that I've been to for any kind of mechanic stuff, just nobody wants to deal. It's like, let me just get the book out. Yep, this is the price right here.
The other thing you can check, and I got a buddy here locally that swears by it, is get on Craigslist and look up mechanic and find you one of these mechanics that can't find a job but he's a good mechanic. And there's a lot of mobile mechanics. He has one that'll do anything for like $30 an hour. And he has him come to the house and fix all kinds of crap.
Yeah, my stepbrother's a mechanic, and he works at a Honda dealership. He's really good. I watched this dude, like, by himself drop a transmission, like, got under the car, took it apart, and dropped the transmission. And then he's, like, laying there underneath going, I don't know if I can get out. But managed to squeeze himself out of there. But, yeah. He's and then he put everything back together by himself. I was like, how the hell? There's no way.
He dropped the transmission down onto his chest. And
yeah, that's what he did.
That's how he changed him. I'm like, you're nuts, man.
That's exactly what he did. And he was under a Subaru Outback, so it had just enough clearance where it felt like he would have had room, but he like had to. Yeah, he barely made it. I don't know how he got it back in. So we actually have a reselling question. Susan Craner asks on eBay, is it better to list some new items daily or a certain day of the week? It depends on what you're doing.
List all the time, every day. List.
It depends on what you're doing. If you're doing a lot of auction style listings, which I mean, you can do well with those, but you have to be doing a lot of volume for auctions to work. It's got to be lots of volume, and you cannot care about how much the stuff sells for. If you sell a $50 item for $15 and it's no big deal to you, that's what you're going to be doing all the time with auction style listings, right? But, if you can list 100 items a week or whatever, and you can do them all auction style, and 50 of them sell for $15 or $20 in one day, I don't know. It's turn and burn. Look it up. We talk about it every once in a while. It's feasible, but like I said, you've got to have a lot of inventory, and you've got to have a lot of constant volume. But otherwise, I mean, if you're just listing fixed price, then you got to list every day. And I would say if you're, I don't know, what do you guys think? If you've got a full-time job and you're just doing eBay part-time, then just list whenever you can. If you can only list once a day or once a week, that's fine. Just do what you can. But if you're trying to do this and you can list every day, then list something every day. I always try to get at least one item listed at the end of the day. If I didn't get anything else done, I try to list at least one thing.
I think everybody ultimately, if you took away all the distractions or the checking Facebook to see whose birthday it was, I think everybody could come up with at least an hour a day to list. I mean, surely you can list 5 items in an hour.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's even if they needed research. That's kind of a slow rate, personally, but.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. I mean, if you're talking about men's suits, 5 an hour is pretty good, especially after you factor in all the pictures and getting the pictures set up and all that. I mean, it takes a lot of time to do all that stuff. But
I just think it depends on what your goals are and what you have to work with.
Yeah, like I said, if you're doing a lot of volume, like I've got a box of video games over here that. I mean, they're all like $5 and $10 games, and it's not worth it to send them to Amazon. I mean, I could sit there and list each individual one for like, I don't know, 99 cents plus $2.95 shipping. And if I listed all 100 of them like that, and a couple of them sell for $2 or $3, and a couple of them sell for like $5 or $10, and like half of them sell for 99 cents each, I'd still, if they all ended on the same day, and I got that $100 or whatever in my PayPal account on the day that it ended, then maybe it was worth it, because I can do 20 items an hour if I'm doing like video games and DVDs and stuff like that. That's nothing, you know. I mean, I think my best when I was just like pictures and everything, cranking them out. I had like 300 DVDs or something like that one day that I had bought at a garage sale, and I just got in the zone, sat down, and I listed them all in one day. You know, I mean, but that was me sitting there on eBay taking like 30 or 40 pictures at a time, and then throwing the listing up, and then yeah.
See, and I think that's where a lot of people, if you ask them, well, why are you not able to get stuff done, and you ask them what their process was, I think there's a lot of people that probably take pictures, take their camera, one item, take their camera over, sit down, do the research, what blah, 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 list it, then go back. I mean, that doesn't work. I'll just tell you, I mean, for me, I've tried it, and I get back to the bad habit of it. It does not work. Take pictures of 10 items. Even if you don't know what they are, take 5, 6, whatever, line your 10 items up, go to your picture-taking area, take 40, 50 pictures total of those 10 items, take your camera back over your computer, take the 10 items back over if you need to get model numbers or whatever, carry them back over, sit down, list those 10 items, and you can go a lot faster because you're putting the picture-taking process in one process, then you're doing the listing in one process. But doing the, you know, pictures of one item back over here and list it, pictures of one item back over, that doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I do that. It depends on what the item is. But, you know, like, if
I got like one big item, like I listed a keyboard, a Yamaha piano keyboard the other day. I mean, yeah, that one I kind of did separately because I needed 12 pictures of it, and it was big, and then when I got done with it, I stuck it in the closet and all that, but for little stuff.
I redid how I was listing by what worked for me in that room, and then the main computer being in here is like, say items I need a box, something that's not clothing. I take the photos, once I was done, set the camera down, get a box, put it in it, weigh it, write the measurements and weight on the box, take a picture of that. That went on the shelf. Next item. Then once I was done with everything in that room, then I'd come out here, because I'd already have a photo of the weights and measurements on the little SD card. Then I'd start listing individually. And that just seemed to speed everything up for me.
You took a picture of the weights and measures too?
Yeah, I'd write it on the box itself.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I'd take a picture of that, so it's on the SD card at the end of that series of photos for that item.
I think Steve Rakin was one that had a really cool process like that he used with, I think it was him, that he used when he had a helper with blazers and stuff. Yeah. He had a form that told all the measurements, told the name of it, what it was, and they would take like 12 pictures of the blazer, and then the very last picture or first picture, whatever, would be of this sheet they filled out. So as he was going through doing the listing, boom, he had the sheet of what it was, and then followed by 12 pictures of the actual item.
Yeah, if you had like a dry erase board or something, and
yeah,
that'd be a good idea actually, where you take all your pictures and then the last picture you just write all your measurements along with like whatever the title is going to be. Especially if you're in a position where like if you're working outside of your house. Like I know he had I watched one video where he had his helper doing pictures and then he had another helper do the listing, and he would like all the pictures would upload automatically to Dropbox. And then his other helper, who was like not even on site, like somewhere else doing the listing, would just sit there and knock out the listings as they came through. But yeah, if you had like a dry erase board or something, that would make it go really fast. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Just like this.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I just put a short name, and this is the last picture that I take of that shirt and that clothing item. This will be the last picture. Then I'll go and put the next set. The next clothing item.
Yeah, your mic sound keeps getting worse and worse and worse the more you talk.
How is this?
Oh, there you go. Now we can hear you.
Welcome to the Midnight Oil.
Yeah, but
Maggie Love has a question about combining shipping in one package.
What
like
about
for eBay, two orders, same customer.
Ship the package, and once you get the tracking number, paste it in for the second item.
Well, you can just combine the shipment when you go to ship.
Well, or you can do that if it lets you combine them. Sometimes I don't have an option to combine.
No, you have to go to shipping action. Like, okay, so I've got a hot link, or I've got a bookmark on my bookmarks that goes directly to my sold and unshipped items page. I just check that. I go straight there every day, and then you'll get the little check boxes on the left where it says actions, and then you just click print shipping labels or invoices when you check everything that you need to check, and then it'll tell you, it'll say U.S. Postage Service or UPS shipping label, and then it'll bring up a screen that looks kind of like the multiple listings screen if there's more than one thing that you need to ship, and then you can, anything that goes to the same customer, you can just combine all those together into one shipment.
Yeah, it'll tell you, like it'll pop up and say these ones can be combined.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, it just depends. If I have 10 sales that day, then I'll do all 10 of them at the same time. But if I have like 2 or 3, I'll just do them one at a time, and it's not really much faster. But
you know, what I like to do is when I'm doing bulk shipments.
Shipments.
Shut up, Dustin. There's an option that says label preferences, and if you select label preferences, then you can have it make a custom field on your label, and you can actually have it just put the name of the item in really tiny little print. It's probably like 6 font. It's really small, but so then that way when I print my labels out, I know what item it goes on. Because if I print out 10 labels, it'll just say, you know, it'll really small print what the item is.
yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that can get confusing if you don't have a good process. Like for me, I'll take an item, weigh it, do the shipping, put it down, and then I'll have everything in order, and the order that I print the labels out on, and then when they print out in order, and then I just go backwards. And
Yeah, I've never done that because I am not organized.
I have had, I don't know, in 3 years or whatever that I've been doing eBay pretty much full time. How long has it been? 2 or 3 years. I think I've had like one shipment that was
Switch.
the guy got the wrong thing. It was weird though because one of the guys said, "I got the wrong thing. What the heck?" And the other guy was like, "Thanks. This is awesome. Positive feedback. Exactly what I wanted." It's like,
I didn't even know I wanted this. But this is great.
right? It was like, okay, whatever. And they were completely, like, it was a keyboard and a puzzle. So, I mean, there was nothing, they weren't like each other. It wasn't like somebody got a puzzle that they liked the puzzle that they got more than the one
I
that
spend
they
too much
ordered.
time on the internet anyway. I'll just do this puzzle.
Pretty much. I was like, okay. It was very strange, but yeah.
Send you a message. Oh, do you know me? Do you know I wanted a puzzle?
Yeah, so I'm just reading in the chat right now to see if anybody's got any questions.
I'm being a good girl and I'm entering my inventory that I bought into my spreadsheet. I'm being consistent.
You have a spreadsheet. You're all fancy.
I use Easy Auction Tracker and it makes it really simple.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loves it a lot.
Yeah, I should probably do something like that.
It's amazingly simple. I mean, it couldn't get any more simple. If it got any more simple, somebody else would be doing it for you.
Give me a spreadsheet that I can sit there and put everything in, and then upload the spreadsheet to eBay, like something simple, so that I can just create auctions off of that spreadsheet without having to do each individual listing, and then let me go in and change whatever I need to change. That I would be happy with.
You can do that.
Yeah, but it's complicated.
Yeah.
You have to use like a flat file or something, right?
Well, a flat file is just a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I know, but I've never bothered trying to figure out how to get a flat file. But, I mean, there's got to be a program out there though, right, where it like lets you set up a flat file where you put all your information for the auction in, and then you can like save that as your inventory, and then just hit a button, and boom, it's up on eBay. Something that's easy, or easier than listing on eBay. I don't know. eBay can be a little bit of a pain sometimes.
Well, I'm not doing it for listing. I'm doing it for record keeping.
Well, yeah, but then you just kill two birds with one stone. I mean, Turbo Lister is about the closest thing to that, and honestly, Turbo Lister is slower for me than listing.
Oh my god, it's so slow. It's like...
Yeah, everything takes too long to upload, and I don't like Turbo Lister.
You know, like, by the time it uploads, you're like, I don't even care for this product anymore.
Right? So you're being awful quiet over there, Sarah. How's things been going with you? It's been a while since we talked to you and Dave.
I don't really sell on eBay anymore, so...
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm actually trying to make a conscious effort not to talk too much about Amazon today because we've been talking non-stop about it for like 2 weeks. Figured we'd sit down and, make a little show closer to eBay, but, I mean, Dave's obviously...
today.
You do have something to ship, huh? Yeah, I've only got one item. I've got two things. I had, just to test the waters a little bit and mess around with, to see how that fishing stuff would do, I made like 10 lots, and I put them all up on eBay last Thursday. Not last Thursday, but the Thursday before that, like $5 plus shipping. And out of all of them, one of the lots sold. So now it's like, yeah, I'm not going to be spending too much time on this.
What?
But, yeah, that's a little frustrating. What's the matter, Deb?
Why did they put this in this big box? Okay, like, look, I have a box. And inside the box is a DVD and a bunch of packing materials. Why didn't they just sell the DVD?
Free packing material.
I know, that's what I always say. I'm not even...
I thought maybe like it had... Well, it's a Pilates thing. I thought maybe it had a band in there or something,
I've actually been going through my old inventory on Amazon just to recall stuff to get free packing material because they'll send you... Like, if you order something, like if you have them send you something that's even just like not even that big... and they'll send it in a giant box with like an entire roll of air pillows.
Yeah, you're getting like 12 air pillows.
Yeah, I got
like my nephew's jacket. It's a jacket. Like it's not gonna break. It's a jacket.
Yeah.
And it had 14 air pillows in it.
Yeah.
It's like I ordered a pack of labels this big, little jewelry price tags. They sent it in a box this big, filled with air pillows.
Yeah, I ordered, or I recalled a Wii Fit board because like a customer had sent it back, and it showed up in a box. It was like a 24 by 24 by 14 box, and I was like, 50 cents for a $5 box. I'll take it.
That is my favorite thing about reviewing stuff on Amazon is I get boxes every day and they're always packed with air pillows because they'll send the stupidest stuff in a huge box.
Yeah. You got to hook me up with some more of these review guys, Sarah. I love doing reviews.
I'm getting kind of nervous. Sarah turned me on to a while back to a bunch of the review sites and stuff like that. I'm getting kind of nervous, though, with all the smackdowns. I think I'm going to lay off of doing reviews.
Well, it's fine if you're doing the reviews. They're only cracking down on the people who are
Paying to do the reviews.
But I mean, the Fiverr people were pretty. I mean, the ones I saw back when I kind of investigated were pretty legit. You were paying them $5, and then you were giving them the product or whatever on top of that, or reimbursing them for it. But I mean, that's not a whole lot different.
It's against Amazon's terms of service for you to pay for any review ever.
Pay them.
Yeah, but I just think they're going to eventually crack down. The way they're headed, I think they're going to crack down on the 99% off coupon codes, or you only pay $1, or free with coupon code. I just think it just makes me nervous that eventually they're going to get to the point where their bots are going to figure out how to look and go, okay, your buyer account bought 57 products this month, and you got half of them for free, or only paid $1 for the other half. And I think, I don't know. It just makes me nervous.
I think it would be better if review sites did, like if they had a way of letting you buy the product with an Amazon gift card, like some kind of way like that. I don't know. That would be the only way I could think of that they could conceal that they're refunding all the money.
I mean,
And the problem with that is once you get that Amazon gift card code, you can use it for anything. So you'd
It'd have to be individual. Yeah, it'd have to be individual. Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
I mean, the easiest way to do it if you need a review is just say, hey, go buy my item, and then you PayPal them the money, because those aren't even tied in together. I mean, that's kind of not endorse that, but
yeah, that's definitely not something that you should be doing.
I mean, but that's really, how is that any different than giving somebody a coupon code for 100% off?
Because Amazon can't track it, and they don't know that the review was paid for. Or that
I'm saying if you didn't want Amazon to track, let's say you were a bad guy that did things the wrong way. Let's just think like a criminal.
There aren't any bad guys that do things the wrong way. Who are those people?
I'm just saying.
Who are those? Don't be trying to get us scared of the boogeymans.
Right. Yeah, so where's Dave?
He's still in Arizona. He'll be back tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, he's out talking to your private label instructor, right?
No, actually, he went to a Bob Proctor seminar.
Oh, okay. Who's Bob Proctor?
If you ever seen The Secret, he's the super old guy on there. He's like 82 years old, but he's one of those like power of positive thinking people.
Yeah.
So he's a motivational speaker.
Oh, that's cool. So you decided to stay home this time, huh?
I'm so done traveling.
She doesn't need to motivate. She's good.
Yeah.
I don't want to travel anymore this year.
Sarah has enough positive thinking for plenty of people.
Yep.
I can't hear the word motivational speaker without thinking of Chris Farley. Like is that weird that that's the first thing that comes to my mind is him going, "You're gonna be living in a van down by the river."
So I picked up these little Crayola Model Magic Presto Dot monster machines, like monster kit things, for $2.99 yesterday. They were Walmart clearance. I got 3 of them. They were at Goodwill, but they had the Walmart clearance tag on them. They sell for like $35 on eBay. I mean, on Amazon, and like $20 on eBay. What?
I don't question it. I just send the stuff in.
That's right.
If it's got a good rank and the price is right, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna try and figure out why, because it makes my brain hurt sometimes. Trust me, there are a lot weirder things out there than some Crayola Presto Dot.
Well, it's like I was talking with somebody last night about Abercrombie camo shorts, the cargo and the camo pants. They sell for, go look that up sometime. Look up Abercrombie camo shorts, the cargo short. Why do those sell for such stupid money? And we were having this discussion, like, who pays that? Why would they pay that? I mean, they're selling for like $80, $90 a pair for a pair of camo shorts.
Because Abercrombie doesn't have them in their line this year, and guys want Abercrombie camo shorts. I mean,
it's just, but can't you find another brand that's just as cool looking that's like $29.99 or, I don't. It's kind of like VHS and some of the crazy, money that people get for certain VHS tapes. And I understand that may be because, it's not available on DVD or whatever. But some of the money, like VCRs, there you go. VCRs, brand new in the box, that sell for stupid money. Why do people pay that? Why?
Because old people get used to their VCRs and they don't know how to use another VCR, so they just want the same one again.
Yeah.
It's like, I could sit here and name a lot of items that I don't necessarily want to shout out, but some of this stuff is like, I don't know, I don't get it. Yeah, but do these same old people not know that that's really kind of a high price?
No, because when they bought their original one back in 1978, it was like $400, so the price is still the same to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, VCRs, I don't question either. I mean, I think I still have the record for best VCR sale, though. Anybody have $400 for a VCR? Anybody beat that yet?
I got 5 for a VCR DVD combo. Does that count?
Oh no, this is a straight up VCR, but that's pretty good.
Wow.
Too. $500 for a VCR DVD.
We've gotten that for a Betamax.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't even, man, beat Betamaxes.
Yeah, it was new in the box. It was at an estate sale that's run by a company that normally looks everything. It was out in the garage, sitting on the floor underneath the makeshift workbench where they were selling all the tools. And I just happened to look down. I was like, wow, it was like a JVC. It was still sealed in the box. It was like $30. So I scanned it, and it's like $559 on Amazon. Crap. I ended up flipping it on eBay just to have the quick PayPal money.
Yeah, mine was like this high-end, super high-end professional JVC VCR, and it was at the WAMPay. I got it for like $5, and yeah, I probably wouldn't even looked at it if it wasn't for you and Dave. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the WAMPay is. I didn't even know it existed until I started watching Gill Money. But that's probably the most consistent, like, couple grand every time I go and spend $100 that I can make anywhere else. You know, I mean that's the only problem is getting everything listed because you end up with so much stuff.
Definitely.
I mean, I can easily fill up like 2 carts and then get everything home. I'm all excited, loading it up and driving it home, and then I start unloading. I'm like, crap, I gotta list all this stuff.
We went to a cart sale last week, and we actually didn't keep any of the stuff. And we're actually going to start making haul videos again, kinda. Our brother-in-law JJ needs to be held accountable for his working, and we don't go sourcing anymore. So he's going to start making videos for us, and we're going to put them on our YouTube channel.
So he's going to make his haul videos, and you're going to put them on your YouTube channel?
Well, he's going to record them, and then we get to do all the editing and
Oh, okay.
stuff. And I'm sure me and Dave will probably do the intros and outros just so our pretty faces can still be on our own YouTube channel, but we'll start putting videos up again. But yeah, we went to the WAMPay last week on like Thursday, I think, and that video should go up this week.
Nice. Yeah, be looking forward to that. Yeah, I like to do those WAMPay haul videos, but I think you just have to have a good WAMPay around you because some people, like I hear horror stories, like half the people that I talk to hate their WAMPay, and then the rest of them are like, oh my god, it's amazing. So, I don't know. I just tell everybody if you ever come into Denver and you want to see a good WAMPay, I'll take you to mine. And, yeah, well, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you've never been to a WAMPay, this is a good one to go to. But, yeah.
We don't have any WAMPays. There's one in Chattanooga. It's like an
I
hour
like
from.
the WAMPay.
There's one in Nashville. I thought about taking a road trip and going just to go, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm just interested to see how much of it is that people just don't like the layout and the format and that style of picking versus, you know, they legitimately have a crappy WAMPay at where they live. Like, theirs is just bad.
Oh, no, my WAMPay's great. I just don't like that kind of picking.
I think a lot of people don't like to dig, you know, because you can go to yard sale here and go at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's crap all up underneath the tables that you're like, wow, why is this stuff still here? It's because people are lazy. People want to look at whatever's out. They don't want to open boxes. They don't want to look under tables. They don't want to dig. And I'm like totally, if I'm in the frame of mind, I'm that guy that'll totally dig. I don't care.
I freaking love digging. That's my favorite. Like, I should probably do more dumpster diving because I probably like it, but that's where I kind of draw the line, you know? I mean, I know you can just kind of drive by some of these stores and stuff is just sitting out there. Like, one time I drove behind a Big Lots, and they had a leather furniture set sitting there by the dumpster. Brand new. I was like, and I don't know, it could have been pleather or something, but still. I was like, oh, man, if I had a trailer, maybe I'd stop and throw that in there. But, yeah. I don't know. It's dumpster diving's where I draw the line. I feel okay about doing it at the WAMPay because that's what they're supposed to be doing. They put it out there for you to dig around. So.
And see, we used to go dumpster diving for boxes and packing material and stuff before we got our warehouse and just got tons of it. But one time we went searching for boxes and it was behind a shoe place, like Famous Footwear. And I don't know if we just hit the magical time of month where they decided to like throw away shoes. but like this whole dumpster was just full of shoes.
Nice.
We're like, oh my god, we had so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never gotten lucky like that, but anyway, what do you guys think? You want to wrap this up, or it's about that time again? I need to
Bye.
get things all squared away, get busy, get some stuff listed. But anyway, before we go, anybody have any announcements? Anything that you need to let everybody know about? How about you, Sarah? Start watching Sarah's YouTube channel again because more videos are coming tonight.
I'm just excited that this launch thing is over and there's no more pushing the training. I'm glad.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
go
glad.
ahead, push one more time. I haven't done it on this show yet, so tell us about the training.
Well, it's not available anymore, but it's a private label.
Oh, okay. So it was just a very limited release and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. No profit talk tonight? Is that what?
Nope. It's Danica's one of her kiddos' birthday, so no show tonight.
He only has 2, and we can't remember which one it is.
It's the favorite one.
Yeah, it's the 14-year-old. All right, cool. Well, Reseller Wake Up's the Facebook group. Go check it out if you want an easy way to find the show on Facebook. I just pinned the latest episode up to the top there. Also put all our haul videos over there and our how-to videos and that kind of stuff. But if you have any questions, concerns, comments, suggestions for a topic, any of that, feel free to post up over there. Let us know what you want to see, what you want to hear about, and just let us know that you love us. We love it when people tell us how much they love us. So you feel free as much as you want to do that. No, but,
I love you, Paul.
Love you too, Sarah. But, you can also comment in the comment section below and hit that subscribe button. It'll tell you when I post new videos, new how-tos, when the show goes live, all that stuff. And everybody's channels are right there at the homepage of my channel if you want to find like Dusty and Deb and everybody easily. Hit that like button if you like the content. That's the easiest way to let us know that you enjoy it. But yeah, anyway, we'll see you all on Wednesday, most likely, unless something changes. But have a good one. Pick one.